So you're dealing with an addicted generation.
This is a big time bomb ticking.
These kids who commit suicide, you go look at their Instagrams, you would have no clue.
Cruel social media remarks. Facebook comments have been pouring in after 4 people died while hiking.
Mr. Zuckerberg, would you be comfortable sharing with us the name of the hotel you stayed in last night?
No.
If wasting time on social media was a skill, well, I would have had a pretty awesome CV with great experiences. Unfortunately, it isn't. But the addiction to stay online 24/7 does seem like a minus point of social media. Well, what if I tell you that this is not the only one? There are many more which combine to make it a pretty dark space. Wondering how? Well, lucky you, because in this video, I am going to discuss exactly that. So stay tuned and let's discuss the dark side of social media. In the first week of 2013, a Tumblr website put our society into a fearsome perspective. It published images of people from around the world staring down at their phone. Their body is in meat space, but their mind in the cyberspace. They are frozen in time, detached from their surroundings, detached from what's happening around them, which seems pretty similar to what we get to hear when people and friends see us engrossed in our mobile phones while they are yearning for our attention. Well, before we go ahead, I would like to make it clear that I or Team Volt of Vox is not at all against social media. I mean, that's the platform how we get to converse with you. But this is just a critical understanding of how the space has consumed a lot of our attention and how it's impacting our daily life and our health. Well, let's get started with a very common question. Why do people use social media in the first place? Well, the answer can be divided into 2 points. 1, to keep a check on the surroundings. What's happening around them? What's up to date? 2nd, to monitor people around them. 1/3 of people using social media have accepted that they use the websites to keep a track of their ex-romantic partners, their lovers, their crushes, at times family members, Bollywood celebrities, politicians, etc., etc. However, normally somebody would call this stalking or a pathological behavior, but social media has somewhat normalized this. The term for this is interpersonal electronic surveillance monitoring, and this has contributed a lot in lowering the life quality of people's relationships. Unfulfilled romantic relationships are another dark aspect of social media. From keeping a track of your ex-partner to setting up unrealistic imaginations of love. A research done by Tara Marshall of the Brunel University revealed that most people who have just exited a relationship tend to take part in interpersonal surveillance, only to keep whereabouts of what their partner are doing. Well, while this might seem a pretty common thing to do nowadays, it directly obstructs your post-breakup growth and recovery. In another research, it was revealed that most partners who engaged in Facebook surveillance were more likely to show partner dissatisfaction. We are currently in an age when the worst thing to happen to us is definitely not seeing our ex-partner in public with another person, but it rather is to have a notification that tells us what they are doing right now, while some of us might be sulking that we're not with them anymore. When it comes to divorce and legal proceedings, it was revealed that 2/3 of lawyers used Facebook to gather evidences that could help their client's case gain more strength. While these documents reported infidelity, they were also used in jeopardizing the right of another partner in custody cases. Mental health and depression are the results of overexposure to social media. A research done at the University of Michigan revealed that the more time someone spends on social media, the more they are likely to become depressed. While the sites seem to be interesting to us, they also trigger feeling of resentment, unfulfillment, and jealousy towards others. A study done in Sweden at the University of Gothenburg revealed similar results when it was declared. Results showed that Facebook usage had a significant negative relationship with self-esteem. In other words, the results indicated that users who spent more time on Facebook have lower self-esteem. Exposure to unfiltered and disturbing imagery also contributes to the dark aspects of social media. The Baton Rouge shooting death of Alton Sterling first surfaced on July 5. Social media networks became immediately populated with Sterling's final moments. The following day, the shooting death of Philando Castile was streamed live by his girlfriend on Facebook. Escaping the imagery can be nearly impossible, especially as online users post commentary and news updates.
And we want this entire community to know what happened that July 5th night was wrong. And it was wrong not because Alton Sterling was the person who was out of control. The police department was out of control.
Cyberbullying or online harassment. Online harassment is another form of cyberbullying where a person or a group bully a victim using the internet or other forms of electronic communication. Cyberbullying is an increasingly harmful public health concern which might lead to developmental distress, psychological disorders, and even suicide. 12 to 18 reported that they were cyberbullied at least twice during the past year. Children who are bullied are more likely to experience symptoms of mental health disorder such as depression and anxiety. Changes in sleep and eating habits, increased feelings of loneliness, and the loss of interest in activities they used to enjoy. Moreover, cyberbullying victims report self-injurious behavior, suicidal ideation, and exhibit suicidal behaviors at similar levels. Trolling is another issue that has surfaced with the rise of the social media. Trolls are people who intentionally leave provocative, offensive, or hurtful comments on the internet in order to gain attention, cause trouble, or upset someone. They usually target the profiles of public figures with large social media following in order to get their response. Next up, we have fake news.
Fake news. Fake news.
Fake news.
Fake news.
Fake news. Fake news.
Fake news refers to misinformation or disinformation. Earlier, fake news was propagated through traditional media like newspapers and news channels. But with social media gaining more hype, it now happens through memes, videos, edited videos, and posts. Unverified advertisements are also instrumental in propagating rumors. Fake news spread through social media in the country has become a serious problem, with the potential of it resulting in mob violence. Fake news and information fabrication has also led to political polarization, and from the US elections to the Indian one, you will see it actively during the season. Addictive use, fraud, privacy invasion, and the list goes on and on. In 2014, a study was released in Computers and Human Behaviors that revealed that most people are not using social media to get social. They are rather using it to consume information that is leaving them unfulfilled and unsatisfied. Social media have been transforming how individuals, communities, and organizations create, share, and consume information. Many studies highlight the bright side of social media. For example, how social media democratize engagement between firms and consumers, or how firms can improve public relations, consumer service, product development, or personal decision making. Many of these business activities are almost not imaginable anymore without some sort of social media involvement. Regardless of the amazing benefits and innumerable opportunities that social media presents before us, we cannot overlook the dark side of social media, the side that poses great threat to individuals, organizations, ideas, thoughts, communities, and even whole societies. So, what do? Stop using social media? Well, that's a bit extreme, because things are not that black and white in real life. We need to be more mindful of what we consume. We need to analyze how it impacts our life, our health, and our focus. We need to see what we are consuming is verified or not. Well, heads up. In the upcoming video, we will be talking about social media literacy, and hopefully it will help you balance your information consumption and alertness. So, stay tuned. And you know what else can help you be mindful? Well, you know the answer to that. Yep, that's right. Our World of Vokes family. So, subscribe to our channel, comment down your views, share our videos with fellow enthusiasts, like them, stay tuned for more upcoming information. And until we meet next, stay curious, stay awesome, World of Vokes, signing off.